campsites. Campsites 33 through 34. This is 33. This is the trailer dump station, but it's out of order at the moment. These are the, there's another in 34, a little Airstream on it. And these are what ours are like too. They're just little pull-throughs, they're 30 foot. And we got a little cabana. Unfortunately, the cabana's usually on the wrong side. You can't really, like, it's not where your door is. Poor planning on the idiot who made this campground. More dumpsters. The problem is that with the cabanas the way they are, the hottest sun is in the afternoon, and then the roof doesn't really do much for you. It doesn't provide shade. 26, 27, 28 on the left. And then there's a little pond here. This is a little pond. You can stand up there and look. Family bathroom, woman's restroom, family bathroom, men's restroom. Ooh. 2 stalls, 2 showers. Nice and clean though. Typical state fair or state park. Well, welcome to Texas. We apparently are camping in the middle of the Texas oil fields. We're not quite at the campground at the moment, but we're just surrounded by these big oil pumps. And, I mean, they're all over the place. There's the flare out in the distance. The park is in the middle of the desert, and the reason it's here is because of this. They have a spring that the Civilian Conservation Corps turned into a pool and made all this wonderful canal and everything to wherever this goes. The pool is really very cool. It is a huge sculpted pool over the spring, and it has a shallow area where you can swim and play and goof off, and I think there's a diving board even. But the actual spring is not covered up, so you can actually scuba dive around the spring itself and see the fish and all the other things. There's some very rare endangered pupfish in that area, so it's kind of fun. And I thought while I had the drone up, I'd show you the rest of the campground. So this is kind of looking from the air at the state park. And the state park, then the motel, and then the campground. It's pretty neat. All right, there's our setup. We hang out in the road just a little bit if we're in front of the hitch, but I'd rather be on the side anyways. But got water and electric. We got our little cabana, but the door is on the wrong side, of course. My neighbor, they've got the same setup. This is a recreated oasis water pool. It's actually like its own swimming pool, but it's for wildlife only. But this is what the spring used to look like before the CCC turned it into a swimming pool. So we've got some coots, ducks, some fish. Beautiful water. What are you doing? And these are the creatures that exist here. The black snakes, plain-bellied water snake, some catfish, some pupfish. Pupfish are endangered. Swallowtails, cinnamon teal, vermilion flycatcher. Now that's a different one. I've never seen that. And the spiny soft-shell turtle. I guess they have some cabins, cottages, whatever you call these, like motel type stuff. That's why it's considered a resort hotel or resort state park. About 2 miles from the state park is this old chapel, old church. It says it's open, and let's see what the historical plaque says. I wonder if we can ring the bell. See, it says, from 1895 to 1935, Father Nicholas Brocardus Ekins served several mission stations in his region, including Mission Mary, established in 1902 in the Clever community. The original adobe and rubble sanctuary was built in 1925 and featured pillars, which were removed when the building was plastered in the 1940s. The rectangular plan church featured a bell tower and a low pitch roof with exposed rafter tails. Today, most of the area's small missions have disappeared, as has Calera. Mission Mary stands as a monument to the area settlements and to the churches and the residents they served. It's got stones with names and everything from people. I guess it's okay to leave your name on a stone. And then, of course, there's, you know, probably the preacher's cabin next door. But this is what the desert out here is. It's 1,000 of these run-down, demolished places where people used to live. And then it's surrounded by these beautiful mountains that are off in the distance. Let's see if I can. And we are at 3,000 feet. So I don't know how high these are. But they're pretty majestic, and they just look so tiny in reality. The back of the church in the original, maybe, construction. Stones and I don't know if that's mud or concrete. It's probably concrete these days. Might have been clay and mud in the old days. And look at these stones. These stones are pretty like rotten to begin with. They're kind of volcanic ash and stuff. Well, I guess we'll go in it. See what we got. Oh, it's a cute little chapel. All the information about it. Oops. Oops. A wolf got in here. Got a little candle thing over here for prayers. And the altar with poinsettias. It's Christmas after all. Are they plastic or real? They're plastic. Mary. Sorry, I'm not Catholic. I don't understand most of these things, but they even have a little organ which you can pump and play. That's pretty cool. All right. I'm definitely out of my element because these are everywhere. And I don't know what they are. It's a mound of dirt and a lot of holes. And this one seems to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes in the bottom of that. And I don't see anything in there. Desert rats, mice, snakes, gopher tortoises, gophers. There's also a lot of really neat old farming implements all over around here. Look at these things. They just are reaching out and want to kill you. These spikes on them. I need to learn the names of all these plants. And here's some more pretty neat farm implements. That one's got a motor on it. That's a modern one right there. It's a tractor. We got a little bored, so we took a ride along the road up into the mountains, and this is the rock you see. So it's like what we used to make with wet sand on the beach when I was a little kid. They're just piles of sand on stone. I guess this is volcanic, but it's pretty amazing. I don't know if you can climb that as a rock climber or not. Maybe somebody might know can tell me. These are sculptures along the road. They say somebody's business on that big sign, I guess. But they're pretty cool. You come zooming by them at 80 miles an hour, which is the speed limit right here, and you really think they're real. These things that I'm finding along the road are old irrigation trenches from the spring that feeds our pool at the state park. And you can see them out in the distance there. They're all through the landscape here, but they're old irrigation trenches. That spring used to feed all this farmland out here with water until something happened and everybody left. I guess they found oil. But it's pretty neat. Those are still there. Maybe someday they'll use the spring again. I hope not. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video of Balmorhea State Park in Texas. It's really a nice place, and the pool is impressive. We didn't get a chance to go swimming in it. They told me that they would not let Aquila in it. He could walk around it, but he couldn't get in it. And they even have that canal that comes out of it, and they weren't allowing him to get in that either, which he probably could have got in there, but then he would have been right side of the trailer and he would have gotten the trailer all wet. From the pool, he could have got in and got out and dried off before getting back in bed. this is just the middle of the end. So we'll be to quartzite in 5 more days, and we'll give you a little taste of that then. All right, thanks, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be traveling. You keep watching. Bye bye.